welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Rebels will boot it away to start the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So South Carolina's offense will take the field first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Wilkins. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab, it's Brown. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Harbor. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short. Give to the running back. Got a little space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to set up the screen. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Offense working from the pistol. Trying play action. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Snap from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with a clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback effectively. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. They'll go hurry up here. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Fires toward the target. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Quickly to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Rebels lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. He'll pull it on the read. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The defense calls a timeout to put together a strategy. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Using the quick game. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the 3 ball locks us up as we get closer to the half.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Coming out with it, it's Bennett. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw. It's Wilkins. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The give to the left side. Got enough for the first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Oxford. And talk about a good, competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good, competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. And with that, let's head back to the Grove at our Fellas at Vaught Hemingway Stadium.
The Gamecocks will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Jordan. And the returner will be knocked down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. The sure hands, it's Alexander. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll go to the ground. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Rebels headed quickly to the line.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo.
There he goes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here comes the hurry up.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this third quarter. This quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the first down.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Look out, he's got room. And you got to get hats around this dude. He finds the crease. He's down to the 27. And the Rebels come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Muscling ahead on third and short. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Just when they're looking one, now up top. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. The short hands, it's Alexander. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Second down coming up. Back to throw, it's Sorsby. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Offense breaks the huddle, it's third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. Going right to work up top. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find the rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the air on first down. Got his man quickly. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Quick strike complete. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Harbor. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They just keep firing. Pulls it in. It's Harbor. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job right here late in the fourth quarter. They put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The give out of the gun.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
He's got his man across the middle. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. To the ground with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Oh, he's got a chance. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. And finding out which of these 2 teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Gamecocks have pushed it inside the 20. To the air, it's Wilkins. Grabbed in the middle, it's Ellison. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now to keep this overtime drive going on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He caught it! Touchdown, South Carolina! And they're on top here in overtime. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
That makes the score. South Carolina, 13, Ole Miss, 6.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. catch in the middle. It's Lee. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. First and goal, down a touchdown. They have to get it in the end zone. They want to throw it. And they pick it off. You can't give it away in overtime. He's at the 50. Past the 30. The 20. Inside the touchdown Gamecocks. The defense putting points on the board.
And what a job in coverage by the defense. First, the defender able to get his hand on the ball and tip that up into the air. It lands right into his buddy's hands. He has the convoy, and it is off to the races.
With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And hey, who knows, maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.